everybody. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, it took me a minute to swap everything over. I also went and grabbed a quick snack out of the kitchen. We were checking out the new season of Fortnite. We're having a lot of fun. There's a bunch of cool new stuff. But man, was it sweaty. And so I wanted to come and chill with some Genshin. We also didn't get to finish the Liyue quest. So I was originally going to try and do some Genshin yesterday. But I started the first stream too late. So here we are. I'm trying to finish my Liyue Archon quest, which I'm sort of in the middle of. Sort of about, I think I'm maybe about 2/3 of the way through, but I'd love to finish that today. If we can. It's 2 hours-ish, enough time to finish 1/3 of an Archon quest. Questionable. They seem very long. I gotta... I have some stuff to claim here. What do I have to claim? Just some XP for logging in. Well, that's not very exciting. I do, though, have... Wrong screen. I have 2,000 Primo Gems. So I did do a couple sets of 10 wishes on the MIZUKI banner here the other day. I got a 4-star out of it. The little wolf dude here, I'm forgetting his name. Let's look at the history. Also got a Favonius Codex. Goru. I can't really level up Goru though because I don't have the area with their upgrade items unlocked yet. Azzy, hello, how's it going? But I'm gonna see going through the Archon quest. I should get some more primos, so I'm gonna wait until probably the end of the stream to do my wishing. Let me see. This is... I gotta wait for the right time for the restaurant to be open. What if I just time turn here? I think that's right. Let me also do this music swap here. Turn on the game sound. What else have I been doing? I went back into the Spiral Abyss off stream. I'll do some of it on stream later at some point. But I did just want to get the primos and see if I could do it. I started trying to get to the end of floor 3 on stream, but was struggling because my team wasn't quite up to snuff yet. But now that I got Florent, it wasn't really hard. I got all the way through floor 5. And I didn't really try floor 6 because starting with floor 5 you need 2 teams, and I don't really have 2 full leveled up teams yet. I gotta wait a while probably. Get some more bugs. Level up characters. Wine fermented sweet rice balls. That sounds interesting.
Dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
There's even a storyteller here. Great atmosphere.
A few hours later.
The excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
Huh.
As you all know, high
What does
above
that
the
even
land
mean?
of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds.
If you haven't already, too, if you could do me a quick favor as we're getting things started here, hit that like button, the thumbs up button. It helps so much.
This, my friends,
As you two of your friends were arguing with each other on Discord, and it was hilarious. A serious argument.
The weather is clear.
Well, it wasn't.
And you gaze
Wait, it
down
was a
on the
hilarious
deck on the world
argument, or was it a
below.
playful argument?
Behold, the glorious.
Well, story time.
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these
Are they
trusted
triplets? They look
3
very
to
similar.
sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information?
She sounds like a
Piece by
spy.
piece, facts and figures
There's a
paint
lot of spying
picture
going
the
on here.
walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up.
She can tear
Having
paper
made
with her
call,
mind?
She has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window.
She probably should have burned them.
Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard.
Also, it's not good to litter.
As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land.
The
are
illustration
words
style here is really
on
cool, though.
paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know
It was not a serious argument. Ah, okay. That's better. If it was a
These are
serious
but
argument, then
scraps
it's
of
like,
paper,
oh no.
And yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value.
Try to be a peacemaker, maybe. Peacekeeper.
Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2 ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the rite of dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what
As you,
sort of
both your friends
person
play
she is.
Genshin too, and they
But
share a
last I
favorite character.
found
Who's
you,
their favorite character?
you who returned
Who's
from
your
Jade and
favorite
Karst.
character?
Who's there?
I don't know that I have one yet.
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well,
I like a lot of
in
them now.
concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Chising. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about
She
her.
heard you talking about her
My
Paimon. Her ears are
apologies,
burning.
You who have returned from Jue and Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
As your
Lady
favorite
Ningguang
characters
said
change a lot
yes.
over time, you play this
Invite
game, to
him
be
come
honest.
here.
You're
wish
not
to meet
sure
him.
who your favorite is anymore, but originally it
At
was
the Jade
Delug.
Chamber. Together
Your
we
friend's
shall
favorite
snip
character is
every one of
Glee.
these entwining dark threads.
Please, cute.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Chising. Paimon still can't
Hawaii.
believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
Paimon is up to something
An
again.
invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Oh, we started Act 3. Oh, if I would have known I was so close to Act 3, I would have done that at the end of the last stream. You never know with story quests in this game, though. You could be 30 seconds from the end of it, or you could be 30 hours. And I've never watched any Genshin like story content or anything like that, so I don't know how anything goes. Where am I going? What am I doing? Loading Palace. Go to Mount Yanheng. Oh, there it is. Not really very far from here.
I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel.
What is Florian talking about? Let's see, I might have to take this fight as well.
Don't be scared. Frying pan into the fire. Let the show begin.
We didn't stick Barbara in the party as well.
Stay put.
Loaded.
Oh. They sniped me. Well, they have divining scrolls. I need those. I think I picked that up. Where did they go? There we go.
Into the shadows.
Well, Ziri's confused. Ziri thinks I'm trying to talk to them. I'm good, Ziri. Like, I see. Hello, hello. As the Luca's amazing DPS can carry you through most of the early game, becomes a good plunge DPS if you have the right stuff. And right characters help him. Nice, Black Ice. What AR are you now? You're still probably way ahead of me. I did get it past 30 off stream. Where am I? Almost to 32. Kind of an awkward
Look up there. That's the Jade
line
Chamber.
here. That's pretty high up there, Paimon. You're 37. Wow.
This is bad.
As you think Mizuki's underwhelming?
To be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
I think she's fine. I know she's not like as strong as like Arlecchino though. Or some of the other recent limited banner characters, but I really like the art style. I like the visual effects of her powers and stuff. And I think this game is probably at least so far. I know the late game stuff is a little different, but at least so far, it's pretty easy. Like even with like my not great, not like way under leveled team in the Spiral Abyss off stream yesterday, I was able to clear pretty easily. So I'm not really worried about it. Like I had a Lanyan and a I forget who else. Oh, Barbara in my B team. And wasn't that bad. So I'm not really worried about it.
Since we want to go to the Jade Chamber,
I'm more about the
heading to
vibes.
its location on the map is the
Living my life
sensible
off,
thing to
madam.
do.
Should be available on this year, but that means I can just get the constellations now. I'm still gonna pull on her if I don't get her at the very least, then I do want to pull on, is it Farina? Yeah. Farina, that is going to be in the next limited. So if I don't get Mizuki, then I'll just have some pity saved up.
Hey, look! Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
Farina is amazing character to have as support, and it goes really well with Cloran. Yeah. Like I see you're going to save your Primos for Farina. I'm going to try to get both.
Must be the way.
But like I said, if I don't get Mizuki, then maybe I'll get it later. Get them later. Try using the mechanism? Wait, what? I wasn't reading the... I was talking and not using my brain. Hold on, let me get this fishy. Because we're so close to getting the fishy. I need an animal power. And swap, I'm gonna have to swap the party anyways. Because I need to activate this. Let's stick in the well there.
Oh, how exciting!
And we'll stick Lanya
Let's hit the town.
there.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Where's the fishy? Fishy, why are you going this weird way? It's gonna be... I'm gonna have to backtrack. I know they're not really fishies, but I think it's funny. Look like a little boy or something. Ghost boy.
Someone needs assistance.
Or like a little bug. Well, there's two fishies here. Oh, man. Oh, I get a chest even for what now?
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
I wonder where the other one's at. Oh, and some primos. Nice. Okay, let me keep you back up there. Oh man, I gotta climb again. What, did I find the other fishy though? I thought I did this one already. It's easier to climb over here, but I gotta get the fish. Reset my stamina. Oh, I almost fell. No. What did that activate? The chest all the way back down on the ground? No.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Oh, there's the Geoculus thing there too. The grab. Hold on, let me reset my stamina again. Ah, I don't think I'm gonna. Not quite. Oh, those are hard. I need the help for that. Lily? Wait, is that pancake cookie or a random? Is that a random lily? I think it's too low level to be pancake cookie. Maybe? I don't know. Shit, I don't think that was pancake cookie's name in this game either. Unless they changed it. Well, there's more crystals here. Let me mine because I
Someone needs
I do need
assistance.
resources here too. Multitasking, lol. Slash getting distracted. Flowers. There's gotta be an easier way up. I need a character that like makes wind gust things you can just jump on. Trying to see what the best way to go is here. Oh whoa. Glitching. No. And now
Prey
it's
will
raining
usually
too.
rest on rainy days, but not the hunter.
Chloranda is struggling. Definitely only Chloranda, not me. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're okay now. Defeated the evil rocks. The evil rock army. Oh no, I slipped. I thought there wasn't slippery rocks here. Did Bella lie to me? Or is it just glitching? Okay, let's try Lanyan.
Up and away!
Oh no, they deactivated. Oh dear. Okay, let's try that again. Made it partway there.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Maybe we go back to the Liyue and ask the Millilith,
Why?
because we don't know what to do, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? All right,
Good point.
let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista.
Oh, we were there before.
Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber
What?
using the ballista?
You really hate me that much, Paimon.
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think think about the safety measures.
Safety first, Paimon. Safety first. Still, I do remember that the ballista had a scope.
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
True, true. Good thinking. Let me loot this chest first, though. 200 chests in Liyue. Wait, there is nothing. Oh, wait, there. Where is the ballista? This robot is getting all wet. What's down there? Oh, there's a chest. It always feels wrong to be like dropping. Oh, I don't have I got weird stuff going on with my team here. Since we needed elements, certain elements.
Stay put. Let them fly.
Banyan is not really very leveled up or optimized to build out at all. Hope they take some fall damage. Oh, what are you doing in here?
Swift as the swallow. Score! Let's see what's inside.
I'm not trying to cook, I'm trying to grab the loot. Ooh, ooh. I'm stuck in the corner here, I can't see.
Looted. First to find gets to stake their claim. Seems fair.
So many chests. My goodness. I have to change them. Can I change? Am I in combat? No. I am in combat. There's some more chests here.
You're up.
Let's let the bunny do the work. Yeah, I'm gonna swap back to them.
We can
The
do
other
this.
people. Although I might need that animal again, but it's okay.
I can't wait any
I needed all that. For sure. The 3 geo sigils. My entire account depended on it. There's still a chest I gotta grab over there too. Hopefully it stays on screen. Anything in these? Doesn't look like it. Can I climb up? There we go. thought it was right here. Oh, there. There's some dudes protecting it, though. I guess I gotta fight him.
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
We're just passing through here. Nothing to worry about.
Invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along.
She set us up.
She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
We haven't explained the invitation to them yet. Paimon.
Paimon's mad. You over there. This is a trick, isn't it?
Paimon, calm down. Calm down.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down. Don't be scared. I'm the frying pan. It's the...
Ready.
Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Bunnies. I should have really popped the
Time to testify.
Two arms!
Nice and
up this first.
Take the target alive!
stay put.
Enough.
Bested.
Okay. And it handled them.
What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs
Jane?
on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
We were just looking for a way to the Jade Chamber.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
Yes.
Who are
Also,
you?
I love your purple hair and your
We're
outfit.
invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The
My
Guizhong
full
Ballista
surprise
in
is, isn't
Tianhan
it?
Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate.
We fixed
that
it. We fixed
occurrence.
it.
These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
They were gonna arrest us, though.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
We only did a tiny part of the work there.
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance, or at least to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not siding with anybody.
Besides, we spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Wow. Strong words.
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up.
Well,
I'll
there's
say it like
definitely a
it
cover-up.
is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Paimon is talking
Should I
telepathically here.
respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way.
This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think how surprisingly civilized of them.
Ningguang would
Well,
prefer to
for
negotiate,
Ningguang,
wouldn't she?
she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The
Yeah,
time
probably
of the
not.
Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Oh.
Another super bold
Yeah, she
statement.
is full of bold statements.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler.
Thanks for spilling the
You
beans.
should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Come on, get serious.
Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Ah, so eager, Paimon, so
Alright.
eager.
You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
Even the writers are like,
You
this is a
may
lot
not respect the
of
guide,
exposition.
But Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
She made a good impression on me too.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
You really have shifted focus, haven't you, Paimon?
Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
This
Paimon has
sounds
a feeling that
horrible.
it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why
Oh,
don't
by
we go
slime, do you
ahead
mean
for
like
a gift?
mochi? Because that sounds delicious. Do you have a recipe, Paimon?
But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka.
What?
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
We've got sugar and we've got flour. I think we even have butter. Vegan butter.
Don't be scared.
I gotta heal Chloranthe here. Chloranthe is down bad. I think it's Chloranthe's sword that's doing that.
I'll protect us.
I don't think Barbara's power works on Chloranthe's life debt. Only the bunnies. I can't remember if Yao Yao's all will heal Chloranthe. Oh, looks like it did.
Don't be scared.
Okay. Let me grab. It doesn't tell me what ingredients Paimon needs. It's their mark though. Okay, let me grab this chest. And then we'll continue from there. Big squeezy.
If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
2 Prima Gems. I got a lot of Primos from the Spiral Abyss as well. Should I fight this dude? I'm in chest bracket mode.
Loaded. A sharpshooter.
Nice and spicy.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one.
Trying to skip the ley line here. Wait, should I? I don't know how to compress resin. But should I be compressing resin because I'm not using it?
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
Why do you like slime so much, all this? Tasty slime condensate. Frog. I don't know why we need the frogs, but you never know.
Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air?
It must be sweet flowers.
Did you hear that?
Super sweet flowers. Sounded like someone was calling for help.
It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Oh no. We'll have to help them out.
There's no end to this.
Nova, get them!
Ready.
Well, it like flew in the air. There's still a few of them left.
Loaded.
EG?
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
He just said thank you, Paimon.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
What, Paimon? There's no
Don't
need.
say
There's no
that.
need for that.
I only escaped this predicament because of you.
But if you have any Primo
I'm
gems, I'll take those.
Meng Dan,
Blow 'em.
a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Your goodwill is
Wait a
good
moment.
enough for me.
Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
He's also
Now just
talking
give me a moment,
telepathically.
and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
We gotta go jewelry shopping then. Okay. Random detour. I don't think we got all the ingredients for this shit.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for
He
saving
is telepathic.
Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years
Whoa.
of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Why did her
As
voice go
long as
in?
it's on our shelves.
Traveler, This clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks
It's beautiful. Wow, Paimon and I are the same. I'm still not sold on this gift idea, Paimon.
Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Paimon just totally ignores me. Bulldoze right over me there. Icing on the slime. We gotta go talk to Falcon's trying to get the directions. Figure out what to do. Climb the walls. Oh, chest.
If these items
Secret
are
chest.
we may take them without controversy.
Yeah, I gotta go up. There has to be an easier way to get to this upper part than what I've been doing, but I can't figure out what it is. I've been going under here. I should look while I'm here. Because, like, that's not really great. We probably have to go that way. Still flowers. Might as well grab those. Very valuable. No, I don't want to do commissions yet. We're doing other stuff. I'll do commissions later. Off stream, probably. Guide for the Jade Chamber.
This is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
What? The moon is public domain.
Yes. How many would you like?
What?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Someone is
Well
about that
said.
too.
Please, use
Still.
this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Oh my goodness, I somehow muted my mic. Nice place, this Jade Chamber.
I'm glad you like
I don't
it
know.
too.
Did I hit a button?
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of
Not sure
any
what I
mountain.
don't.
From
I
this
do have some
vantage
keyboard
point,
shortcuts,
one
but I
may
haven't used them in a
survey
while. I
all
forgot
of
what they are.
Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day,
That's not very nice,
I
though.
believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
What?
Not many from outside
They do
Liyue
not
earn
lack
the
ambition,
right
for
to
sure.
ascend the Jade Chamber. but I have been in correspondence with the acting Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And
Spying
I finally
on
got
us.
wind of your movements when you were
We've
on
had
the
like
way
10
to
people spying on us.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
What? We also ran into the Yuheng not long ago.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
Definitely.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take
She's
an
like
interest.
Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers, just
Well,
staring
I
down.
wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe
That's weird.
that
Why
you've
did
heard
he
of the
kick us
Archon
out of
War.
dialogue to go back into dialogue? Only in the
Many
broadest of
gods used
strokes
to
have I heard
walk
of the
this
Archon
earth,
War.
and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost.
That sounds horrible.
In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable
This voice
disaster
actor
for
sounds
Liyue,
very familiar to me.
but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of
All
having
she's
played
really
a part in his demise?
known
Of
for
lacking the
is
foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Fallout 76 or Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. I guess I did watch part of that Transformers maybe. But I
That
don't know
day at Yujing Terrace,
if that's what I
it
know her
was
from.
also very sudden.
It's possible she just sounds
Even
like
I
someone
was
else
caught
that I know.
completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
It's him, isn't it?
What are you two talking about?
Oh, you know by
Well
man.
answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete, so please, this way.
Dun dun dun. Enter the Jade Chamber.
Wowee!
And
What a
then
huge
speak.
hall!
What,
I've never seen such a fancy place before.
why are we going out of dialogue to go
Ease,
back
you
into
two.
dialogue though?
Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Is that what I think it is?
Ooh, isn't this that legendary
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall.
Oh.
It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler?
No.
You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware
Oh,
of
thanks.
that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But
Mm.
if you were to choose the
My
more
trust is my
trustworthy
most
person
valuable
between
resource.
myself and Kuching,
I'm very, very skeptical of people. I go with Kaching and her skepticism of the divine.
you'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
I surmised the Fatui had a hand in these rumors.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
Indeed.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
Yep.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot
She must
too
be rich.
concerned
She's
with
using a lot of
appearances when
$10
opposing
words.
them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue.
Let's
for the
reuse like
rite,
fancy
so
words
they could
just
use
for the
us
sake of sounding fancy.
Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of
I guess,
course.
Paimon.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something
Oh my
in
gosh,
return.
Paimon, again with the gift?
So, does that include us?
Seriously, Paimon? Seriously?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Paimon picks the wall.
Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall.
Close enough. Huh?
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Really, Paimon?
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
I don't know, Paimon. Maybe it is.
This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
It's all unfolding a little too perfectly.
You really think so? Well, should we not go then?
No, I mean, it's,
Precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang
yeah, exactly.
that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league.
Mhm,
Paimon thinks
mhm.
she's been nothing but good to us.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Okay. 30 premium gems. I don't think I finished the quest though, right? No. I finished like part of it. Reams of information here. Shipping schedules, profit and loss accounts, warehouse inventories, road safety reports, diplomatic intel. The scope is breathtaking, as is the level of detail, and all the information is up to date. One of the sharpest, most meticulous mind would be able to cut through the clutter, discern the connections between all these disparate strands of information. Paimon didn't stand a chance. You know, just some scrolls here. A neatly stacked pile of scrolls, each sheet of paper as thin as an insect's wing. Perhaps these are just calligraphy works? No, they're magic scrolls, I think. Probably. I thought this was the exit. It is apparently not. They're just TP out of here. Yes. Went the wrong way. Wrong way, wrong way. Oh no, oh no. Hold on. Take it a little slower. No. What the? Okay. I defeated the evil rock army for now. Sigil. They want me to fight this?
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. You're not going anywhere. And they look really mad at us too.
Oh, whoa. Ooh, owie.
Don't be scared. After frying pan, it's the fire. Come on, let's do it. Let the show begin.
None of Barbara's powers help Florand at all.
Nice and spicy.
Loaded.
But also probably doesn't help that dude is also a life drone.
Shoot on sight.
I'm surprised I didn't get Zhongling's ult here. I gotta stop party. Gotta heal as well here. Florand is down bad. I don't know if once we get past the life death thing. Barbara's heal homes. There's still a dude there. Okay, that's good enough.
Don't be scared. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
There went all the all the getting rid of the life debt.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too.
Looks like they're copying the pattern on the
Seen
talisman.
this pattern before,
Is it Chi-Chi's?
but oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
It's not just a relic, Paimon.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Maybe this paper's only a snippet of a much bigger plan.
We'll need to keep an eye on Child.
I mean,
that's for sure.
I've been keeping 2 eyes on Child. I don't trust them.
Sticking around here, we gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon.
I don't trust Zhongli either.
Our rite of parting preparations tour is due on the... Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Oh. Wasn't paying attention until he ran out of stamina.
Yue, you're up! Hey, go away!
These work, right? I tried but the Yao Yao's healing is based off their HP.
Right on
I tried to buff their HP as much as I could with what I have, but I still have kind of crummy artifacts and all that stuff.
It was so big and pretty and expensive.
And I don't have the
I've
the
never
resources to
seen
upgrade
such a fancy schmancy place
talents and
before.
whatnot either.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue.
We'll
Then
get
you
there
met with
eventually.
Ningguang, I trust?
It's much
What
better
did you
than when I
talk
was
about with
having to
her?
make a ton of food and
She's
just
super rich and
just scarf it all down.
generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Paimon really likes her. Business people are always friendly when it suits their interests.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
Wouldn't you like to know?
He said the time of
Paimon, of course, is just gonna say everything.
If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Highly ambitious, that
She has only
Ningguang.
relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
You seem pretty into the Mora as well. No surprises there.
All talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they're trying to reproduce the sigil of permission?
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all.
Plus the Zhangli doesn't want to see Madame Ping.
It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You mean you need me to pick them?
No, I need you to sing to them.
What?
Singing
We do have Barbara in the party.
make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing?
A pro. Just step back and listen.
Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
Me.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Shooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby dee. I'm gonna gather these wild glaze lilies.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
To just sing.
Da 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 da.
Beautiful. I feel like we don't really hear the traveler's voice much.
They're jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Hey, Yellow Glade! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those flowers
This
put up
little
quite a
monster
fight.
is known as a whopper flower.
Yes, we've seen them before.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh,
Why, yeah, we are.
What's her face?
Ganyu
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
was a guess.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Ah,
Sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
true.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
No.
We found the way on our own.
It isn't a secret. Perhaps you just assumed we
I
knew?
see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No,
Yeah, probably
it's
not,
quite
Bevan.
all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
So that means
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years
Zhongli's
ago.
been real quiet.
Of the current 7 Archons,
He usually
the
doesn't go
youngest
this long
is
without
Sumeru's
talking.
god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden.
Sudden, it was 3,700 years.
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say as an Adeptus?
Yeah, I was curious
Yes,
about that part too.
I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're half Chilean? That explains the horns.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Yeah, we need as many as we can get.
A song before you pick the lily?
Or at least 3.
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No,
Can
it
you
is
teach
you
us the
who I
song?
should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies,
A few
I think this
hours
will fit
later.
an end to our tasks. in more ways than one.
Zhongli, you seem suited to working in agricultural development.
I can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Solitary fragrance. We got the wild blaze lily. We're definitely TPing back.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened. We should ask around a little.
Maybe to this person with the giant
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng
flare over their head.
Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti have
Calling
joined
for
cause to
desperate
find our
measures.
move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Is there anything we can
Do you
do?
intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance?
Maybe a bit of both.
Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
There's a lot of options for who the fuse is.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
Yeah, it is probably Child, huh?
If there's
Or
anyone
Zhongli.
that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really big. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place he would go. Quest complete. Not as exciting as it seemed at first. What is exciting though is if I'm getting Heroes Wit books from all this. Because I need as many as I can get. Wait, how far am I going here? Not that far, but not really the greatest way to get there either. I think this might be easier. Or not. Or not. There's a mountain between me and there. This? Yes, this. Man, though, my stamina. I was thinking it would reset when I TP'd. It did not. These wings look so good on Loran. They even like the goldish bronzy part kind of matches the other one. It's like not perfect, but pretty good. Pretty close. For how limited man wings. The golden shadow. Oh, this is gonna be a fight? Okay. This is probably fine like this, right?
Wow!
There hasn't really been a fight I haven't been able to win.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
I'm on. You think you're playing the Fortnite Lawless Heisted season? That just started. Touch a single more and we're done
So
for.
it's a trap. Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer
Paimon,
look, right?
don't
Yet,
Don't even think about it.
On top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
We better check on the Exuvia first.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
We've been knocked unconscious.
Paimon smells trouble.
You think?
Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
Run. Oh, how to stamina.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Does sound like child, huh?
Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Looks like I was just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
No.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
I
The
don't
time
know
for
about that.
discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. but I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the
The
cathedral in
troublemaker,
Mondstadt,
Yuko's like.
she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your
some weird
wildest
Pokemon here.
dreams. But hey. Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Dun dun dun.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Ooh.
Don't be scared! Boba, get them!
Ooh. Oh.
A clear shot.
Theoretically, Barbara shouldn't be that vulnerable to this, right?
Cowering already?
Into the
Try
shadows.
this. You've made some progress. Yes, I
Some
should
progress, you're like
take
one
you
shot.
Seriously. Good.
Oh
No
no.
wonder Signora was so
You have a
wary
full
of you.
second health bar.
Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
I'll protect us.
Got you. No use hiding back there.
Shit. Time to test the ball.
Raging tide. The price of a single slip. Has your luck run out?
No.
All you do is run.
Barbara does not feel Cloran. I gotta figure out why that is. It's not good.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Wait, how do we have the animo? I have water right now.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
What them? He's going Super Saiyan. Redaglia.
This is going to cost
Ow. If we could have used our glider there.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Ow.
Into the fire!
I feel like I should have had Noelle here instead of Barbara.
Let the show be. Boba, get you got her real bad.
Whoa. That was a massive AoE.
Stay put. At the frying pan, into the fire. Nice and spicy. That really hurt. Hey, no one left.
Die
Don't be
here.
scared. At the frying pan, into the fire. Look, Child's back to normal again.
Define normal.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Collecting the powers of
You
the
already
7
know the answer,
elements.
don't you? I can see it in your eyes.
That
If
other
that is a
answer, though.
secret you wish to keep,
Restoring my
I guess I'll
former
just have to
power.
curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against...
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes.
Rex
it
Lapis
appears
is still
so.
alive?
Interesting to say the least.
We're gonna have to fight Rex Lapis now.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
Maybe you'll learn to
I
love
will
them.
awaken
Maybe they'll
the
be
god
vegan
that lies
someday.
dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey!
Dun, dun,
Those
dun.
are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
I saw your research with my own eyes. You've been trying to
The one that was
duplicate
given
them.
to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Well, release the Kraken. Something like that.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
The Jade Chamber is moving. Oh, that's creepy.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
I think we're gonna get a Genshin prequel sometime. Or we go back to the Archon War.
Be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion
I guess it could just be a
is
questline in this
not necessarily.
main game. That would make more sense, but
All of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
you.
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, it's like Doctor Strange magic. I love the first Doctor Strange movie. It's like one of my favorite Marvel movies. We're just cutscening it? We're not gonna hit the fight ourselves? Maybe we are.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith.
I know it showed us about my team.
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you?
Oh, they're weak though.
What wishes to witness?
I don't know if they don't follow like the world power or what.
Into the shadows.
Is there some over here too? Oh no, here.
Ready.
Looks like I went too far.
It's so funny because like everything else in the game is like scaled very much with the world level, but this fight, even the fight with Child there.
Divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Whoa. Okay. Well. So much for being careful.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Barber doesn't even heal. I'm so confused why Barber doesn't heal. Is it because of water and electric?
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Oh no, Floren.
Don't lose
Can I
heart.
res?
Here, take
Looks like I
this.
can.
This is Deptal energy. That money from your body. It's like a tiny giant curse. Wow, it's Madam Pink shockwave. This brain is really strong.
Finished. This isn't good.
Come on, we can do it.
Move it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside.
Can use the devil power increases my chance of survival.
You did this during the
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Are we? Yep, we are, because we can eat the little bun bun. Can't even keep up. Do I just need to survive the 2 minutes 30 seconds?
Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Can I?
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Into the shadows.
I guess this is it.
Stay put! Boba, get them!
Yeah, these, like, those, electric sorcerer people with the flies have been pretty tough, man, on the names of any of the enemies. Even just, like, the overworld.
Power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This isn't good.
Whoa.
Don't be scared!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrade.
Are they?
Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Well.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Water Super Saiyan? Cebuya Bomb. From Splatoon. With some, also with some, Super Chumps. Whoa.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
What? She just said it was her only hope.
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
What are they doing to me? Giving me the Adepti energy. It's very like Disney post big battle music there. Do 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 do.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten
Bro,
the
it took like
reason
a
for
lot
which
of
we came.
coordination.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
Lies in
It
pieces.
is a
It just
testament to
exploded.
Ningguang's
No?
entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning,
Cloud Retainer
Rex
so
Lapis
sassy.
appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh,
Sleep paralysis?
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there's discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock.
Wow,
to be
Mountain Shaver.
chastised thus by
Really?
an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
A lot of hums. Oh, wait, is that the ghost girl?
Down. Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near,
You were there, and you too, Toto.
the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Oh, I think we're at the end.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard
What?
being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
I don't know. I think we could use some Adepti help still, maybe.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
And they're trying to understand things from our perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons. Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition.
That tends to happen.
Away we shall, and return whence we came.
I bid you adieu. Safe travels.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
I'm just realizing we spent so much time preparing the ceremony for Rex Lapis.
Looks like the
It was all
conflict
for nothing.
between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again.
Right. It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the overlord of the vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Is there an Act 4?
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have?
Come on, don't ask too many questions right now.
Have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's going. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
What?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
They hide the bank so that nobody robs it. Don't get too wild there, Zhongli.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the harbingers?
Signora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
I still have time to take it back.
You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the harbingers are
I had
here.
that totally under control by man.
If it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite
It's
well
against
together,
all of
didn't you?
all of
Except for
humanity.
that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Senora
So actually,
Zhongli.
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is
Zhongli, what did you do? You sold us out? For a candlestick? I don't know what that is.
How sanctimonious.
So Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis? Wait, what?
So you're the Morachio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist.
I guess the coloring is the same.
Why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was
Man, no kidding. He's the one that made us like do all that preparation too.
big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see. Am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps
He
it's
just likes
best
attention.
that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day."
Wait, what?
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, I was like...
have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
Let me guess, you had another plan in case it all burned down?
Right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I don't know, it sounds like a lot of drama going on.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Chising, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing
I
that
can't say the same for myself.
and that was the conduct of the Liyue Chising. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically
No,
kept me
I
in the
don't,
dark.
Child.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You really embarrassed yourself this time, Child.
The Liyue is saying, don't always call it as you see it.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty,
These words.
Saritsa.
Zappolyarny?
Ah, fine.
Just rolls
I'll
right
meet
off
you
the
there
tongue.
later.
Napur, hello, hello.
Boat with the likes of you.
Ashi! I've been enjoying the streams for a while. You just moved into a new apartment with your mom. Welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going? What are you up to?
Now then.
Hope you're getting settled into your new place. I'm doing the, do you play Genshin, Ashi? finishing up the Liyue Archon quest. I just started playing Genshin a few weeks ago, but I'm only doing the Archon quest on stream, so I want to get through. I want to get through more of them so I can catch up a little bit with the story and do some of the event stuff. Um, the Archon quests are very long, though. I think I've spent over 5 hours just doing this one. Chapter. Anything I want to ask you? What could possibly be worth a gnosis?
always told us a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I
You wanted to try
certainly would
Genshin,
not
but
be
a lot of people told you it was played out? Oh, I don't think
agreement
so.
with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my
There's a lot of
my
content.
contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa you uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
I think if people have been playing it for a long time, there's people that are like burnt out on it, but it's a lot like outside of the story quest, it's a lot like Zelda sort of Breath of the Wild-y. Lots of exploration in an open world, really pretty landscapes. Let's see. I gotta go up here. Can't make your own OCs in Genshin. You could make your own OC. It wouldn't be in the game, but you know. You can still come up with your own OC. Sure, there's a bunch of people that do that. I don't know why I'm coming up here.
Since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't
They
catch the
still are,
culprit,
they
did
still are
they?
confused?
Come on, do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui?
What other games are you playing, or what are you up to?
Who knows what those
Stream?
greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one in the...
Now
The
that you
people have
mention
no
it,
idea
it's
what's
very
going on.
possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's...
Listen to the announcement. Okay, I feel like we're so close. Bond farewell to the Liyue Archon quest.
The Chi sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened, nor
Because
are they
he's
to
still
believe
secretly
street-born
alive.
rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Ashi, you haven't been playing many games lately. You've been busy with school before the move, and you're burnt out from Splatoon losses. I feel like a lot of people are burnt out on Splatoon on the moment. Splatoon 3. Especially with no content updates anymore and repeats left us. I'm still playing the Splatoon about once a week. We're gonna do some side order tomorrow because it's the 1 year anniversary of side order release tomorrow.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said.
He said Rex Lapis wasn't murdered.
That's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chising already have known that?
You're playing some side order last night. Nice, nice.
But Zhongli
I haven't played side order in a bit, so I'm excited to check it out again.
knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That's possible.
Right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
The Adepti are here too?
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
Probably
As
not.
said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that
Wait,
time can be pitiless.
Wong is pretending to be a human?
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you
Looks
have
are
heard,
deceiving.
our eyes see
The traveler
far,
has
and
great
our reach
skincare
is long.
routine.
Name your price. You deserve.
Whoa!
Sugar slime for Paimon.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Oh yeah, I forgot we're actually just looking for our sibling. You know, slight distraction. Talk to the people taking part in the rite.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna skip some of this
The
stuff
cleanup of
because
the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done.
you got this. I believe in you, girl.
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier? Or are you really that? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that.
What? Oh? Wait, Zhang Li is there? Zhang Li came to his own farewell ceremony. Way over here in the corner. Huh. Cool. One for a little swim.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that
These story quests are kind of like the Archon ones, especially. They're like the big world quests. They're like a whole anime season for like each one of the chapters of it.
Why would I not? Right.
The rest of the game is more like actiony.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Well, he's been holding out on us.
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
You've been this way the whole time.
Morax lack Mora.
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Come on.
We were only spending
That's not exactly what happened.
You
It was child's money, so it's okay.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey. I am indeed ready.
No journey that does not end.
Ready to move on to the next journey, though.
Without partings.
The next adventure calls.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Closed?
Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of
I thought we were going to Sumer on things.
Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also
From
the
Mortal
Shogun
Kombat?
of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The Inazuma Shogunate?
Though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she was most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
There is nothing else, Zhongli.
I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
A little bit of luck. A new star approaches. Chapter 1, Act 3. complete. Was quite the journey. I only got 30 Primo Gems for all that. I think I got Primo Gems for each of the acts. We got some other stuff, some books and whatnot. Right? Oh yeah, we got a lot of heroes, but no, I had like nothing. I wanna keep finishing the I think if I get to adventure rank 35, I'll unlock more domains and stuff I can farm from. Anyways, I gotta go. That took way longer than what I was thinking it would, as the story quests in this game often do. But thank you all so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, do me a quick favor, hit that thumbs up button, like button on the stream. I am gonna go eat a very late dinner and hang out with the puppies and David for bed. And if I can't sleep later, I'll do my commissions. Lol. Let me, before I go, though, give a special shout out to our channel members. We got executive producers Tatiana and 23DVD. Producers, we got Aizawa and Black Ice Tea. Production assistants, Skype98. And Mastermind Josie. Thank you. Good to see you, Hashi. Have a wonderful night. What else am I supposed to say here? If you can't become a channel member, and I know that not everybody can, that's totally okay. Other great ways to help support: subscribe, ring the bell for notifications from when I go live, and hit that like button, like I said. And I'll be streaming tomorrow. We're gonna double stream again tomorrow, but it's gonna be earlier, probably noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will do some side order for a few hours, and then I might take a break, and then we'll do some Marvel Rivals. Okay, talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good night.